Yeah, I did the dailies while I was off stream while watching a video. Oh, while I'm here, I suppose I should show this while I'm here. So apparently there's already a meta for the building your little village thing already.
Why a meta?
So the trust rank has this thing called Adepto Energy. Apparently, the quickest way, supposedly, apparently, to get Adepto Energy is to keep making this one particular thing over and over and over, which I've started to do. I don't have the supplies to do it now because I've already done it a bunch off stream, but where is it? The pine folding screen, billowing sails. So apparently,
Wow.
if you build a bunch of those and put them in the house, that will build up your Adepto Energy really quick because it has a good turnover of like value to build sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So the meta apparently is building a shit ton of those, buying the potions to speed up the building, and making basically a bloody Bitcoin farming room.
Oh boy.
As I would now demonstrate on stream, the beginnings of my little Bitcoin room. Behold! But I suppose I can do a build angle, can't I? Yeah, there you go. This room is now for Bitcoin. Nobody enter.
What the fuck?
It's a room off to the side though, so it doesn't matter too much. I figured, I'll use that as a Bitcoin farming room and then do more fancy stuff in other rooms, even though they're empty at the moment.
Or
Hmm?
Or in all the rooms.
Or in every room. I mean, you could do that. I was tempted as well to see if I could actually put them on the first floor up the stairs, because there's not much up here. And none of the doors open, so... Anyway, now it's time we finally did some story progression, I think.
Maybe.
That is the meta, though. Keep building those, supposedly, to build Adepti energy.
So does that like fill up over time, or is you just gotta actually play the game itself?
What do you mean, that room?
Pretty much, yeah.
Just by having them built and laid out in an area adds to your points.
Okay.
Oh god, it's over here. And again, I guess it would make sense. It is Zhongli we're going to see after all. He would be over there. Look for Zhongli, huh? You're not just going to show me where he is, I gotta find him. Oh, he's already sat down. Ah! Falls in water.
I see he's ordering the wine.
Here for a few tales. I didn't know you two were connoisseurs.
Oh, no, we're here for you. Do you have time?
Something I'm rarely short of.
We need someone who understands geology.
God damn, though, all that shit for himself.
Someone who understands geology and ore.
Take a look around. Is there anyone into that lore qualified? The
Well then, it will be my pleasure to accompany you.
Really?
But I should inform you that despite my expertise, I cannot necessarily claim to be a leading authority. We are at all times adrift in a sea of learning. New knowledge should be welcomed with open arms. Still, I imagine I will be of help to you in this endeavor. If we do encounter an expert, I look forward to broadening my own understandings.
Stop being so modest, young Lee. Well, we got him. Let's head back to Uncle Dai.
Ba-ba-doop-doop-doop-doop-doop-doop. I have a feeling we're on the beginning of a great adventure. There he is.
Because I'm just being a Power Rocks. Again.
Yeah.
We're back.
Oh, and this must be the friend you spoke of?
Yep. Hiram doesn't know who your rock expert is, but he's got nothing on our guy.
Plot twist is him.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Still, I do have a claim to some experience in this field.
Uh-huh, so you say. Wait till my guy gets here, then we'll see. It's no use me singing his praises. You'll have to see for yourselves.
Is this the place?
Aha! Speak of the devil. Allow me to introduce my assistant, Kun Jun. Young Kun, these are two adventurers assigned to us. And as for this gentleman... Longshun Funeral Parlor's consultant. Mr. Zhang Li. I've heard about you. They say you're a man of great knowledge and many talents. I had no idea I'd be meeting you in person today.
I'm sure I recognize you. Have we met at the parlor? Wait, I've never been to the parlor.
Uncle Dai, aren't you gonna test them?
Huh? I wouldn't know where to start.
Then they can figure out a way to test each other. If Zhang Li wins, he's the assistant. If Zhang Li loses, never mind. Zhang Li won't lose.
A contest? Why, it would be my pleasure.
I admire your enthusiasm, good sir.
I must say, you certainly have the look of an industry expert about you. It'll be interesting to see which one of us wins.
Stop talking the talk and start walking the walk.
Paimon's like, fight for my amusement.
Which is
As always.
the only skill I have worth talking about.
So you're an appraiser, Mr. Kunjun.
Well, no. Actually, I've already forgotten what I'm in Liyue Harbor for. I was standing by the side of the road one day when Uncle Dai called me over. He saw me holding a rock and asked me a few questions. He seemed incredibly excited, even followed me for a while. We arranged to meet here.
Huh? How could you forget something like that?
I saw him on my way over to Liyue Harbor, poring over rocks and muttering to himself. He looked to be very familiar with them. I asked him a few questions out of curiosity. To my surprise, he knew more than me, an old mining foreman. In any case, he didn't have any pressing matters and agreed to help me.
So, do you have a poor memory?
Not exactly. Anyway, if it's rocks you need help with, I can most certainly lend a hand.
It's not those rocks from before which had the mind warping properties, was it?
A glossy
There's no way in hell to bring them back.
had been left in the wake of a volcanic eruption. If I'm not mistaken, this is a rough gem from another nation.
Ah, a keen eye.
It's no ordinary rough gem. Fragile surface layer, black veining. My intuition tells me that there's high-quality crystal ore inside.
Remarkable. This rock does indeed hail from the vicinity of a volcano. I came across it in a market and snapped it straight up. The seller thought it was some leftover industrial remnant. They had no inkling of the treasure that lay within.
That just reminded me I have volcano rock somewhere, and I was just like, wait, where is it? And then I found it again.
Purity and geological rarity alone aren't enough to make a treasure.
That's not an exaggeration, it actually is rock from a volcano.
Water or sand. In the moment
It
of
is?
revelation, the crystal
Mount Etna in Italy.
captured a pocket of water.
Huh.
The water to be hidden in its depths, like a moon concealed within
said is true. Most crystals are born in high-temperature environments. Heat and water aren't natural bedfellows, of course, which is why crystals with water deposits are so sought after. Moreover, this particular crystal contains mountain lake water. A rare find indeed.
Well, if Jean-Louis said so, it must be true.
I have yet to encounter anyone with a judgment as shrewd as yours, Mr. Zhongli. How did you know exactly what lay within?
I've seen many such stones in my time. I recognized it immediately. I hope you didn't mind me flaunting my experience, Mr. Kunjun.
Of course not. I feel I've met a kindred spirit here today. I hope you will accept my friendship. Uncle Dai, it would be a mistake for Mr. Zhongli not to join us. Trust me when I say that his level of expertise is unrivaled in the trade. You won't come across another of his caliber in your lifetime.
Very well. There is strength in numbers, after all. Everyone, follow me to the chasm. There are men counting on you to find them.
Does it involve contracts? Or did Zhongli say he gave up on that stuff now?
He did end up giving up on it at one point, pretty much after that whole, situation for his story.
That was not what I wanted. If the first one's a fuck up, I'll just make another one and tell it what an idiot the last one was. Wolfie, yeah. How are you doing, Wolfie? I'm sorry I couldn't go to your test stream before. How did it go, though? I just realised we talked to this guy before, haven't we? In another mission.
This is where the incident occurred. 6 days ago, a group of us left the site to attend to...
He does look familiar,
When we returned,
but again, most NPCs kind of look familiar too.
I led a team around the entire mine, but found no trace. That's when I decided to enlist help.
You can join the voice chat, but I recommend that you put your voice on push to talk. But then again, you're on a phone, aren't you? I don't know how well that'll work. Basically, push to talk means you have to hold down a button to speak. Because then we wouldn't hear the movie and everything so much in the background.
Which is pretty much what I'm using right now as a
So four
answer to this problem of mine.
Yes, there were 10 of us. We lost Long, Bold Sen, Brave Sen, and Mao. I worked with all of them.
workers in this trade are usually young men in the prime of their lives. Could it be that the four of them left for another mine?
Unlikely. There's no other lodging for miles around, and we didn't pass any other mines on the way over.
Huh. Such a huge mine. Did you really manage to explore every corner?
Underground, overground, we left no stone unturned. We tried everything short of digging further into the earth itself. How could four sturdy young men just vanish into the bedrock?
We'll need to explore the site ourselves before extracting any conclusions.
Very well. I'll wait here. Please, proceed wherever you'd like. If you come across any clues, let me know straight away.
So strange. How could the four of them just suddenly disappear? Did they run away from something? Let's look around first and see if we can find it. Over here! What's this? A pile of shirts, some trousers.
A few everyday items. They must belong to Uncle Dai and his men.
shirts, 10 pairs of trousers.
I just realized the game sound wasn't very loud.
Spares, right?
Huh.
Look, Uncle Dai's clothes are identical.
Yeah, it is
Four
kind of
them had
low.
been gone for 6 days without a change of clothes.
There's also a few handkerchiefs and some soap lying around. Oh, and some tool belts.
Items for washing one's face before the dawn shift. Mining equipment.
So, they didn't take any
Hello,
supplies.
chaps.
Oh dear.
Correct.
How do?
Improbable. There
Good.
are 4 pickaxes missing. It seems likely they left with the tools of their trade. They had time to take their tools, but
Hopefully you
not
don't
their
hear the
everyday
background.
items. Curious.
When the push the talk on, it's much easier to hear stuff, but we won't hear the background or anything.
Yeah.
One,
Yeah.
they were working close by and didn't need to move their personal effects. But seeing as they've yet to return, this seems an unlikely hypothesis. Or 2, they were forced to leave and had no time to think about their supplies.
Oh.
It's certainly a possibility. We'll need more clues before any further inference can be made.
If they didn't leave, maybe they were made to leave. Let's make a note and let Uncle Dai know.
Is there more?
Yeah, in order for me to stream a lot more better would be have to redo my phone bill again. Or just wait until the due date.
Oh yeah.
Kunjun, what do you have there?
Oh, right on time.
But I can stream on
Did
Twitch
you
or
find
on
anything?
YouTube with that
There's a chunk of ore here.
app that I
Perhaps there
just
are
sent
clues
you.
within.
Or, what does it have to do with the disappearance?
Let's find out. I'll give it a try. A moment, please. Okay.
What the hell?
Looks like he's concentrating really
It's like a
hard.
fucking call of the same NPC.
I see. 4 men following someone out of the mine. It looks like a child.
A child? What's a child doing in a mine?
I'm not sure.
Also, how did you see anything exactly?
He can read stones?
Oh,
What?
I don't mean see in the traditional sense. I would appreciate it if what I'm about to tell you remained a secret. It's a little odd. I've never dared to tell anyone before. I can perceive the memories of ore.
Huh?
Perceive? So there's no conjecture at work?
You mean you can put your hand on a rock and boom, it just happens?
I've always sensed that ore contains memories. Sometimes it records events that occur in the surrounding area. All I have to do is touch one and focus my attention, and the memories come to me.
Amazing! So you can find out everything that ever happened there.
It depends on the ore. Some ores have astounding memories. Others, like iron ore and white iron ore, aren't up to much. Their memories are hazy. Core lapis and crystal memories are much stronger. They record more events and in greater detail.
Stone seeing. Fascinating. A rare ability indeed. It was prudent of Uncle Dai to recruit you, Mr. Kunjun.
I'm glad I can be of assistance. Based on what I saw, I believe they followed this path.
This will take us north, away from the mine.
North. Another clue for Uncle Dai. Let's make a note of it.
Guess we go back to talk to him now? Yeah, we do.
Excuse me, sir. Are you one of the workers here?
Ah, yes, yes. You must be here about the disappearance. Please, find them if you can. I don't know what happened. The weather was gloomy that day. The foreman left with a few men. I stayed behind with the other 4. After a while, I decided to take a break, just to catch my breath. I ended up falling asleep in the shelter inside. When I woke up, there was no sight of them. I'd only just been speaking with them and suddenly they'd vanished. Maybe I'm next.
So the men that were out working disappeared, with the only one left to tell the tale having been asleep
I
in the
feel like we
shelter.
might need a ton of ores for
Perhaps
this.
an
I don't know
accident occurred
why.
on site.
Just a sudden thought.
Scary thought. An on-site accident. We should note that down too. Found some clues. Time to report back to Uncle Di.
Well, we have a few, so we should be alright.
You're back. How are the investigations going?
Unless it's the super rare one suddenly.
We found 3 clues in the vicinity. First, there are 4 missing pickaxes, yet everyday items are still in their place. This suggests that your men didn't leave of their own accord, but were forced to.
Forced to? But who would kidnap miners?
Who indeed? Second, there were 5 workers at the mine. One of them left the site to take respite. When he awoke, his colleagues had disappeared without a trace. Those who kept working all disappeared. The one who left early emerged safe and sound. It would appear that the incident occurred on site.
Now that you mention it, I recall Bravo saying that he took a break. Could someone have entered the site and simply walked away with them?
This leads me to my third point. Mr. Kun-jun here made good use of his, expert techniques to arrive at a conclusion. It was a child.
That
who
makes
took
no
your men
sense.
away.
A child? But there are no settlements here for miles around. There's no way a child would have made it over to the
Then
mine.
again, this game does usually jump all over the place with making sense.
We're following a child.
Where did they go?
Well, for all we know, the
We
fucking
believe
evil
that they
the child could have
followed
like an
north,
evil spirit in
away
it
from the
somewhere.
mine and toward the ruins.
North. Right. I'll rally my men and head in pursuit. You've been invaluable to the investigation, but leave the legwork to us. If we set off now and make haste, we might be able to catch them.
Not so fast. The incident occurred 6 days ago. Even if they set out on foot, they will have covered a lot of ground by now.
You're right. New plan. I'll lead my search party over to the settlements further out and make some inquiries. There are only a few settlements around here with lodging for the night. We'll go investigate and see if we can come up with anything. In the meantime, you could keep looking for clues. If we don't see each other, let's reconvene at Wangshu Inn tomorrow evening.
Agreed.
All right. Me and my men will get going.
So, they're gonna talk to the people over at the settlements while we keep investigating here.
Correct.
But there aren't any more clues at the mine. Shouldn't we go north?
Wait. I believe we're missing someone.
Huh? Oh yeah! Where's Kunjun? Paimon bets he's still investigating. Let's go find him.
Don't tell me he's disappeared too. Oh no, he's still there.
Well, I was gonna say that was pretty damn quick from disappear.
Kunjun, what are you searching for? We're all out of clues. Let's get going.
Apologies. I'm conducting a quick search for my own benefit. I'm looking for a precious stone known as Dragonfall.
Dragonfall. Dragonfall is often used in forging. What use do you have for it?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't recall why I'm seeking it. I've been feeling very absent lately. Name and address aside, I'm having trouble remembering things. In fact, I've been feeling extremely anxious, as if there's something I've forgotten to finish. It's an unpleasant sensation.
Oh, Paimon knows that feeling. exactly what it is.
I don't even know where to start with it. I've been aimlessly wandering. That day at the market, I overheard a conversation while I was buying something. They mentioned Dragonfall. It sounded so familiar to me, as if whatever it was I had to do was linked to that stone. So, I decided to look for some. Perhaps if I can retrieve some, I'll remember what it is I have to do.
I see. If I am able to during our endeavor, I will help you look for this stone.
Really? Oh, thank you, Mr. Zhongli. You're too kind.
Think nothing of it.
Shouldn't we get going?
Heading north from the chasm, we'll reach Lingju Pass. If this is indeed the path they chose, there will be traces.
Great! Let's have a look.
Phase complete, but wait, there's more. No, don't aggro me, bro. Don't aggro me. Just go down some stairs. Leave me alone. God damn it. I said no.
Yes.
Be gone.
No.
Down the stairs with you. Oh?
The hell'd you find?
Wait, there are tracks here. These must have been left by the miners.
Let us make our way to the end of Lingju Pass. If there are no footprints there, it would suggest that the miners are still within the pass itself. However, if we find new tracks, we can follow them wherever they may lead.
But first, that's a rare tree. Bonk, 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 bonk.
I wonder how long they take to refill the wood on them anyway.
It seems to be one day.
Okay, that means that's simple enough to know then. It must make sense to how much you need.
Don't you shoot me, bro. Don't you shoot me.
Do it. Do it.
Look for an object in the area, huh? Oh, there's the footprints. Oh.
Hey!
Odd.
Footprints!
But it just kind of
It
stopped.
would appear that they made their way through Lingju Pass and kept moving.
If we follow their footprints, we should be able to find where they went.
Now, but this game's logic, I should be using the sight to see where the footprints are, but it's not doing that.
It just showed the little crosshair for it. Well, not crosshair, the little objective point.
Oh no, the footprints end here.
We should inquire with anyone nearby. If the miners came through here, they may well have seen them.
Hi there. Have you seen anyone dressed like a miner around here?
A miner? I'm afraid not.
Let's try someone else.
My legs don't work like they used to. Guess my age is catching up with me.
can't you see I'm cloud watching?
Jeez. We're grumpy, aren't we?
What?
Whatever. Let's go ask someone else. Hey there. Seen any miners?
It must have been about 4 or 5 days ago. There were a few men who came through here.
I remember that character. We helped her before.
I guess that could have been them.
Yeah, that's them.
We helped a lot of
4
people.
or 5 days ago. It appears that they were moving slower than we'd anticipated. Traversing the geography of Lingju Pass must have held them up.
It was so strange. 4 big guys with lifeless expressions. It was like they were in some sort of trance.
Uh-oh.
And there was a child staggering in front of them.
Huh. This child. Did you see what they look like?
I caught a glimpse. Blue hair, short. I think it was a girl. She wasn't smiling. In fact, she looked very serious.
And they took this road?
Yes, they followed it straight from here.
Let's go after them.
That's it. No, no, no. Run away, run away, run away, run away, run away, run away. Need to change, need to change. Not ready. Not ready.
He just standing there menacingly.
The music kicked in, so I was like, nope, nope, not ready yet.
Gonna say, what the heck's this team right here you got going? You do have a death wish, I see.
Venti isn't going to really affect them that much, so I suppose I will bring...
A water type?
Take care of it.
Like, it could be ice or water for the electric guy, pretty much. Cause I also think I saw a fire down there as well. Yeah, I see him down there.
I missed.
Stabilize. This is order.
Like, what's the point of depleting the little bottom bar if I could just give rid of their own health by this point?
Let's dance.
Get out of here! Out of the way! Adventure time!
Solidify.
Everybody stand back! Take cover! That's gonna hurt in the morning.
This one is always quite tanky, I found.
It's between this one and the one with the sniper rifle, pretty much.
I'll protect us.
I don't even know what breaks through electricity quickly. I would have thought it was water, but it's not really doing it.
How about ice? Since electric and ice pretty much lowers defense.
I mean, every element has almost like a Pokemon thing going on. But electricity is a little bit of a weird one, because fire is supposed to be its weakness, but I have my doubts sometimes.
I wouldn't see that fire as being a weakness for this type, honestly.
We can do it.
Other than, you know, fire belts ice, pretty much.
Help protect us.
Stupid armor. Stupid armor. Stupid armor.
Have you actually tried icing this before?
Not for ages. I don't remember how good it is.
Because remember, ice and electricity lowers its defense on these types.
I smell rabbit.
Should be something around here.
Give me a moment to compose myself. Help! Please save me!
Ambush scholar? Who, what, where?
Oh, rescue first. Ask questions later.
Oh lord. Of course they had to have stony boys. Of course they did.
Think you can get away?
Ah!
Yahoo!
I hate that move.
I'm guessing the spinning one, right?
Yep. It does about 6 hits, possibly more.
I will have order.
Teamwork is dreamwork. I can't breathe.
What's the point of a heal if it doesn't do anything, damn it?
Off we go.
Yeah, look at that damage! On that one move.
Solidify.
Those monsters were so aggressive. They must have noticed me walking through. Before I knew it, they were all over me. Thank you all for saving me. My name is Wanyu. I belong to Liyue Shengyu Hall. I head up our human culture and civilization research.
Huh? You sure you're not a minor?
A minor?
Yeah, we're looking.
I swear there's people who are going to take these lines out of context.
I think I saw that.
Because I know what the internet's like for this sort of thing.
Yes. I set off from Nantianmen the day before yesterday, heading for Lingju Pass. About halfway there, I came across some people. A few men and a child. I was in a hurry. I didn't get a good look. I'm afraid I'm not even sure what they looked like. Apologies.
I think that's all we needed to hear. Thank you.
I hope it's useful to you. I'd better get going. There's a conference I need to attend. Again, thank you all for your help.
According to the scholar, the miners were heading for Nantianmen.
Can we be absolutely sure that it was the men that we're looking for?
A child with a group of adults. Sounds pretty close to Paimon. But...
Hey, perhaps that rock over there can tell us more.
Aha! Paimon nearly forgot about our secret weapon.
It looks promising. I'll do my best.
Plot twist is the reincarnated spirit of that new boss character. I didn't get a good look at the character they're following, damn it.
It's the same group, all right. They followed this road.
Mr. Kunjun, your stone seeing is something I won't forget in a hurry.
I suppose it is an asset, though I rarely find a use for it. But praise from Mr. Zhongli is high praise indeed.
It's a good thing we brought our Kunjun compass along. We would have lost all sense of direction a long time ago.
You think so? I guess it's been a worthwhile trip then. It feels like we're cracking a criminal case. It's a lot of fun.
Be that as it may, we would do well to keep our guards high. 4 fully grown men in a trance-like state, walking ceaselessly day and night, over hills and mountains, led by a child. This is no ordinary incident.
Oh, you're quite right, Mr. Zhongli.
Oh, let's hope
Sure
that
we have our
didn't,
wits
that
about
damn
us.
thing doesn't get any closer.
That's not all. Our scholar was attacked by Geovishap hatchlings.
The giant enemy in the back over there,
They exhibited
behind
was
Shongli.
unusual. We have encountered many clues along the way.
I did not even notice that.
So far, they've pointed us in the right direction. The miners headed in the direction of Nantianmen the day before yesterday. From here, they would have had to navigate a perilous mountain road. If their destination is indeed Nantianmen, we should be able to catch up with them.
Great! No time to lose!
I left a mark in the vicinity just now. If Uncle Dai does pass through here, it should guide him to us.
Clever thinking! A classic Zhongli move!
What the? Oh, we're right on the edge of the world. That's why that's happening. I was like, huh? Why is the vision going all weird?
You're entering the Forbidden Zone.
Exactly.
Brace
Why the
yourself.
fuck is that anything glowing? It was like a swirl that was passed that was glowing for some reason.
Oh, there we go. Now I can see what I'm doing. Wait a minute. Are you taking me to that boss? I think you are.
question is, do you have to fight it?
Oh no, we're going past it. It is en route though. Regret. There we go. That was a close one.
We can do this.
Where the hell is that marker trying to take us? Bruh, I can take a teleporter there.
That long walk was for nothing, I guess.
Let's dance.
What's trying to aggro me? Really?
What's wrong? I'm guessing you can't find the clues with the site.
I'll protect us.
The fight music's kicked in and I'm just like, really? You really want to fight me?
Well, using water isn't going to help. You got to use Bennett's fire to actually bring them out.
I'm aware of that. I'm just sat here healing.
Adventure time.
Leave me alone, you foolishly foolish fool. It's a foolishness.
Here on the ground. Is this one of the missing people? Get out of here. Take cover.
You fool, why do you insist on fighting me?
That is what they were trained for, nothing else.
No, not shop.
A walk would be nice.
There's a basket lying here too. This must be one of the miners.
Hey. Hello? Can you hear us?
Judging by his appearance, he must have collapsed from exhaustion.
Should we wake him up?
I can still dig.
Sounds like he's whispering something.
It seems that he thinks he still has work to do. Something's not right. There's a camp nearby. We should take him there and monitor his condition before deciding our next move.
How is he? He won't die, right?
He's worked himself into a stupor. Thankfully, he's not in serious danger.
I'm
heard him talking about digging for something. Did he dig himself into this state?
It's certainly a possibility.
It looks like there's something in his pocket. Are these ore fragments? I just witnessed the memories within these ore fragments. This person brought these fragments out of the mine. He's one of the 4 that we're searching for.
How he came to be here is what we need to understand.
So he was kidnapped and then abandoned here. But if they didn't
This is some
kidnap
Pied
him,
Piper
why bring him
brainwash
back
shit.
here?
Unless something happened. Something that led him to fall behind.
Ugh. Paimon's had enough. This is too mysterious.
Oh, wait a moment. Seeing these fragments has jogged my memory. I have something for you.
What is it? Ooh, is it a present?
Something for us?
As I mentioned, before I met Uncle Dai, I was in a daze. After setting out with you on this case, it feels like a fog is lifting. I was so happy when Uncle Dai enlisted you to help. I would never have managed to track down these clues by myself. These are some crystals that I bought from the market. Not any old crystals, mind you. This purity is extraordinarily rare. One for each of you. A memory, if you will.
It's beautiful. Oh, and the colors change as you turn it. It's like a different crystal from each angle.
But of course, take it. And this one is for Mr. Shangli. Huh? Is something wrong? Not to your liking?
On the contrary. I just hadn't anticipated receiving a gift during the current circumstances.
This is weird.
But thank you.
What is?
I will take good care of it.
Suddenly stone gifts for everybody.
It's nice to be able to give a gift that others can appreciate.
Instead of lanterns, we
I see
give
we're on
rocks
Sunday. You
nowadays.
should all get some rest. I'm going to scan the surroundings. Perhaps there are more memories to uncover.
You sure
I have a bad feeling about this.
Ores are the crystals of the earth, the sediment of time itself. I feel at peace among them. Get some rest and call me when you're ready to set off. I won't be far.
Renzo, hello there.
Rest easy.
Thank you for the
I
bits.
surveyed the area. There's no danger here. Oh, however, there is something I wanted to discuss with you.
Huh? What's with the seriousness all of a sudden?
Traveler, does Dragonfall mean anything to you?
You mean the ore that Kunjun's looking for? What's so special about it?
Dragonfall is an incredibly rare ore used in forging. The majority of regular crystals are formed in high-temperature environments. Dragonfall, on the other hand, is formed as a product of elemental reactions.
Elemental reactions can produce material objects?
Indeed they can. However, only a minority can survive for long periods of time. Dragonfall first emerged in the midst of a great battle, thousands of years ago. Powerful clashes of elemental energy gave birth to elemental crystals. When the fighting ceased, these geological remnants were miraculously preserved.
Cool.
And yet they are crystal creations all the same. Few and far between, relatively unknown. A few hundred years ago, they were virtually mined into obscurity. Why is it then that a citizen of Liyue now wishes to strike upon ore that has long since vanished from the earth?
Yeah, if he knows of its existence, surely he knows all of it's already been mined. Weird. Paimon doesn't get it.
There are those in the mining trade who retain a keen interest in Dragonfall. But for someone like Mr. Kunjun, whose motivations for seeking it are unclear even unto himself, it's practically unheard of.
Ulterior motives? Is he a villain?
A conclusion that is presently impossible to reach. We must watch and wait. Don't forget, rescuing those miners is the primary objective. As for anything else, Sooner or later, the tide will reveal the lie of the land. We're drawing closer to our goal. I believe we should continue to follow this road through. Now that we've found
The changing weather conditions are so weird sometimes in these cutscenes.
Call Mr. Kunjun over to us. We still have
At least you know time
investigation
passes in the middle of a cutscene
We're
rather
should
than
ensure
standing
this
still.
minor is settled here at the camp. Once we've brought this matter to a close, we can return and attend to him.
Hey, look in the background, you can see the shadows moving in the
If he
grass.
does find the camp, he'll know what to do.
God, this is too much work for a free game.
This is what one of the reasons I'm still here is like we get these almost like little anime stories, like one episode of a show or something. Do I have to? Having second thoughts now. Too late, shouldn't have followed me.
Kunjun, we need to get going.
No problem. I'm done here.
Any results, Mr. Kunjun?
There are many beautiful rocks here, but nothing out of the ordinary. I couldn't find any clues.
The thing disappeared in the background.
Memories of ore can shift with the passage of time and the changing of the environment. Difficult to say. I feel that ore memories tend to be from the recent past.
So there's never any ancient memories?
Rocks endure, but as eons pass, their memories are erased. Those memories that survive are rooted in powerful emotion or thought.
That makes sense. It is the same for
Oh, we missed
people.
loot in the background there.
Indeed. Let's keep going.
Oh, we're going back to this tree, are we?
Such an immense
Haven't been
tree.
here to it for a while.
And there's so many mysterious looking crystals up there too. Amazing.
This ancient tree. Let's conduct separate investigations. I'll take that area. Perhaps you could survey this section. All right then.
Was this a tree where that little girl was at also?
See anything worth investigating?
That was a different one, I think.
Well, there is this stone
Hopefully.
tower here.
Doesn't seem very interesting. Paimon's gonna look over there.
Huh. It's worth a try, surely. Let me see. Oh. This is...
Hey, what's wrong?
just a bit lightheaded. It's past. Nothing to worry about. Not yet.
Whatever. Paimon's going to investigate over there. Why don't you climb the tree and have a look? If you don't try, you won't know. Anyway, you'll be able to get a good look at our surroundings from up there.
You think so?
When has Paimon ever come up with a bad idea, Wait a minute. Paimon can fly. All right, Paimon will go. You wait here. Paimon will...
All of you, come here.
Huh? Zhongli's voice came from behind the tree. Did he find another clue? Quick, let's go see. Maybe he found another miner.
What did the boy find?
He found a rock. But not just any rock.
Doug, it would appear our answer is up ahead.
Hmm?
A voice coming from the tunnel. Someone else go first.
Compose yourselves. I will lead us in. There is an unusual presence emanating from inside the tunnel. Prepare yourselves and tread lightly.
If we're about to go into a dungeon, if the game's being nice... Wait.
You better bring a Geo character.
Oh, okay. It's not a dungeon. I was going to say, if the game's being nice, it would give me a max constellation Zhongli to use.
Thing is, he's already on your team right now, I think, right?
Yeah, but if you switch him out, it will be some... It will give me the level max constellation version to use.
I'm afraid that this whole tunnel is the fruit of their strenuous labor.
Those aren't the actual people, looks like. I see, like, this black smoke coming off of them.
Digging a tunnel to this ancient seal. Had they not been discovered, they would undoubtedly persevere until the gate.
Uh-oh.
It's all... Oh my god, they're all clones. One has like a goatee, one has a beard, and one is just plain face.
What?
It's... Oh, I fucking knew it. Hey, you ready for a dungeon?
You're gonna at least let me pick characters first? What?
Nope. Get the fuck in there, boy. It's time to fight. Good luck. This thing is more beefier than the rest of the bosses you fought.
So, the little girl
I do have to power that version of Zhongli though, at least.
recall, H-Star. This is not how we intended for events to transpire.
Waste not your words. Your life is mine.
Time for takeoff.
I do like the voice actor on the boss right about now.
Solidify.
How's the damage numbers doing? Razor does slightly more damage, but is not much in it.
Brace yourself.
It could be because of the certain spot you're hitting.
You've recovered.
Maybe.
How can that...
Focus your efforts, Morax.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Get out of here. Out of the way.
For 1,000-year pain.
This is order.
That's the most damage I've done so far with that move.
Here we go.
In one hit, I mean. Stone characters sure are tanky, boys.
Solidify.
Think you can get away?
That's more like it. That's a bit more damage.
Brace yourselves.
The enraged earth will not absolve you.
God, that's a lot of AoE.
Stabilize.
I'm going in. Yahoo! Time for takeoff.
Ow.
Get out of here!
Wait, how long has this been here? That was my thing I did, wasn't it? Wasn't paying attention. Chirping. Too busy watching the boss.
Is once not enough? You would forsake me again?
If that is what you choose to believe, so be it. He who bears the weight of memory is destined to shoulder the burden of truth, as it ought to be.
Stabilize.
Zhongli, you got some explaining to do.
Order guide you.
He's under contract, but so he doesn't have to explain a damn thing.
God damn it.
Going in!
Come on.
Think you can get away?
Oh, I timed that well. Yes. Yes.
Will not absolve you!
Jesus Christ. Do you not know how to do difficulty unless it's an AoE video game? Just jeez.
Why do they never... Everybody stand back! Get out of here!
Solidify.
Sands know not the mountain's permanence.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Let me on my healing circle, damn it.
Atonements for a 1,000-year pain.
You can't heal when the boss is too big.
Get out of here! Off we go! This is
Shit.
just my luck.
Trust.
This is order. Solidify.
Morax, you think you can destroy me?
Gather.
Off we go!
Gotta still wait.
Get out of here! Everybody stand back!
The thing I'm worried about is, does this boss have a second form close to low health?
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
That's gonna hurt in the morning.
Ow.
Solidify.
There is no atonement
Teamwork is
for a
dreamwork.
1,000-year pain.
Why do they never miss?
That was a one-hit kill. Ah, shit.
Order guide you.
I'm guessing you had to use Zhongli for that bit where he uses pillar to climb up to avoid that shockwave.
Might be worth it. God damn it.
Even bedrock can be turned to dust.
Everybody stand back.
Timer!
Take cover. Get out of here. Take cover.
It's really important we keep Benny's ultimate ready for heals.
Experience an eon of suffering. Rise.
I think not. Okay, I thought there was a big earthquake coming then. Not
You
this
just had to climb out of
again!
there.
Phew.
Teamwork is strength.
I don't know if you're doing damage now. I'm concerned. We're not doing damage. I'm very concerned.
Stabilize.
I mean, it says we're doing damage numbers, but I don't believe it. I'm starting to think this is a fight we're supposed to lose.
I mean, do you want to attempt it?
I mean, the health bar. If the health bar's not moving, there's only so much I can do.
Thing is, why would it let you go down that far to make you lose? You could have done it earlier on.
For cinematicness, because people don't pay attention to these things.
I will have order.
Get out of here. I'm going in. Here we go.
Alright, I'm gonna build up Venti's ult and do the electric vortex, and if the health bar doesn't go down... It's kind of tempting to say that I think they want me to lose.
There is no atonement for 1,000-year pain. Something you shouldn't.
God damn it!
Let's play.
Not absolve you.
How is he hitting me from up there? What the hell?
Let me sleep.
What is that hitbox? This is not a fight you're supposed to win. I'm starting to think this.
Well, let's just end it here then, I guess.
Take me back. Couldn't break the curse.
He's just his health bar stops moving. However, we know what's coming now. So that means we can play the extra character trick. Current party level is lower than recommended. This is for those people who've grinded to hell and back. That's what that is. Hydrate, good idea.
I'm not finding anything on any tip for this fight either.
Hit it until it dies, I bet. Wait, I'm an idiot. I didn't heal everybody.
I thought you were gonna say you didn't hit it hard enough. Oh no.
Let's chat out again, shall we? I thought the game was going to heal them, but nope. Where is that on the map? Oh, it's marked there. That's fairly easy to spot. I don't feel like Venti's... Choices. Not sure if Venti's a good call or not, because he has that AoE vortex, which I can just slap an element on it for damage. But I don't know who I'd use instead, so... You know what, we'll give him a chance and see what happens.
Chivalry will never die.
Wait, wrong menu. That sword is nowhere near powerful enough, but hey. I might change my mind though, because we've already got a water character. We.
I'm looking at the boss right now. Like, someone else had that problem too, where his health would stop going down. But the moment he slammed his head into the floor, they were able to do damage again.
So it's a certain time where you can hurt him.
Yeah. Yeah, because the HP was at the same exact part as you were for a minute there.
We're throwing her in the deep end, but I think we'll bring the maid along.
You're gonna bring then.
The maid, I just said.
Oh, I thought you said you're not gonna bring her. That's why I asked for a minute there.
No, it's a level 1. I can't use that. Alrighty. It's serious battle time for a change. I mean, they're still gonna give me Zhongli, right? That's what they did before.
Yeah, they should. It happened a moment ago also, when you joined the fight. When you had no one healed up.
But he was fine. See, I had a gut feeling a boss was coming, and it didn't give me a chance to properly prepare for it.
You arrive at my doorstep of your own volition. Excellent. Taking revenge for sealing me away will be all the easier.
Thing now is dealing with the boss itself.
The little girl is your power incarnate. But if you recall, Ishtar, this is not how we intended for events to transpire.
Waste not your words. Your life is mine.
I tell you what, though, this fight is one hell of an advertisement for Zhongli, because he's pretty much essential in this fight with all the AoE abuse that he does. People be like, I need him in my team, I need him in my squad.
Stabilize.
As a good knight should. Someone needs assist him.
Shifting sands know not the mountains.
God, the health bar goes down so slow. That's a pretty typical Final Fantasy-esque fight, though. Almost like a battle of attrition.
I don't want to imagine people actually doing this without Zhongli in the first place. Because you will have to do this without the trial version next time. So for some of them, well, for some people, I mean.
Will people be like, please bring Geodaddy?
Leave it all to me.
We now have Primo Gems.
Let's dance.
And then they make a brand new, stronger Geo character.
Of course, because that is the meta of gacha games after all.
That will be called Geo Mommy.
Oh no, now you're going too far.
There is no atonement for 1,000 years pain. Is once not enough? You would forsake me again?
Tried to switch characters and it wouldn't let me, that was annoying.
Believe so be it. He who bears the weight of memory is destined to shoulder the burden of truth, as it ought to be. Stabilize.
adventure time. Steady as stone. Let the show begin.
I was only going to bring one healer, but with how stupid his damage got earlier, how stupid his damage got later on, I was like, yeah, maybe I should bring more than one.
I must leave no stone unturned.
It's time to climb. You're about to lose a character. I lose one. I guess the shield protected you.
Oh yeah, this is why I always have a character who can use shields, because they tank the AoEs. It's only an issue when the AoE is stupidly strong, or there's a lot of them.
Which is most likely the AoE, not the AoE, the insta-kill attack.
Usually.
Ready, steady, go!
Did not mean to do that, oh well.
I'll protect us. Steady as stone.
Ow. Ow. Phew, just barely jumped that last one. But yeah, from what little I played of Final Fantasy games, the bosses always seem to have this thing of like, they have a certain pattern, and you need to have a certain almost like counter pattern to deal with them. You will take hits, that's inevitable, but because of the pattern you're using, you'll still come out on top.
Yeah, that usually works more than half the time. Then there's the whole turn timer thing as well too, where the enemy can attack at any given moment.
Leave it up to me.
Jesus Christ, it messes with you so much. I was just trying to jump on the pole, man. Gen said no. Is this the part where he stops taking damage? I think it is.
How dare you build pillars on my land? It is.
You done having a moment there?
So
There he is.
pretty much the moment he pretty much slams his head down into the ground is when you try to start attacking him again.
The head is the weak spot now, instead of the whole body. Okay.
I now have learned new information.
Let the show begin.
God damn it, it's really hard to land that when the ground's shaking. Let's go!
There we go. Now you're doing all the damage.
This is order. From rock to dust. Sooner or later, there is no atonement for 1,000-year pain.
Ah damn it, don't fall off. No! Get back!
Morax, 1,000 years after you sealed me underground, you return for the second time.
You should call it by its name, Ashtaha. Fate.
Fate? Fate? So here lies the wisdom of the gods. Destroy all deemed redundant. Enlist tyrants to ravage the wilderness.
No. You have forgotten.
That voice!
Ashtaha.
Huh? Kunjun?
Morax. It's been a while.
You're...
Ashtaha. The very same.
During the battle, you imbued us with your power.
Yes. It was all I could manage.
Wait, what?
Forgive me for concealing the truth, traveler. There were things that only became clear to me upon reaching this tree. Allow me to elaborate. I am not aged.
Oh no, this is some Devil May Cry 5 shit.
Heaven and earth, yin and yang, opposing forces. You can consider the existence of me and the Ashtaha you see there to be a reflection of such polarities. We are a schism of the will of Ashtaha.
So there are two Ashtahas?
No, it can't be. That's impossible.
When the seal loosened, your power manifested in this world as a child. With this new identity, you were able to vent about the forces that suppressed you. But would anyone listen? Would they even care? That's when it occurred to you. The loosening of the seal constituted an opportunity to strike back. Kidnapping the miners was all in aid of digging to the entrance to the seal itself. Your plan was to launch an attack on both ends, from outside and within, thereby fully destroying the seal.
The audacity! Are you insane? If you truly are a part of me, how is it you find yourself standing on the side of the betrayer?
I was another power awakened with the loosening of the seal. Too weak to reincarnate, but strong enough to possess a human body. I was barely conscious. I couldn't remember who I was. Only the past would elicit a reaction from
Hey guys.
Hello there, Jack.
But my aim was
Hello.
clear.
Yo.
Find Morax and aid him in
You guys alright?
Yeah, Mikey.
I had sensed that something was
Same
amiss
here.
when you mentioned Dragonfall. Had your power
Stario
come
kind
back
of goes
to
the past couple of days. Been dealing with other shit. Trying to get shit done.
Don't blame yourself.
Work's finally
Drama.
started on.
I have changed.
No, that's what's drama.
Oh,
just work.
actual work stuff. Nice.
Yeah, actual stuff that needed to get done, and it's progress is being made slowly.
It's
Just been on and off the computer today because I was fucking bored as well.
I've
for at least for today, I've had nothing to do because it's like things were getting going and then things have stopped again, and I can't do anything else till the fucking weekend.
Do you want to
So that's a fun time.
There would be no harm in it. The decision is yours.
You haven't changed. Then allow me. Ashtaha was once a friend and ally of the Geo-Archon Morax,
Not a lore dump. No.
far exceeding that of mankind.
God damn it.
memories of rocks do not last long. Those memories that survive are rooted in powerful emotion. But as time passes, so these memories fade into obscurity. Erosion.
By the way, Sky, I need to. Is there the investigation reason that came in? I want to ask you then. What stand mic do you use? I know you have like a actual desk mic, not a headset one.
I can get the information for you a little bit later. Because
Okay. No, that's fine.
you're talking about the stand rather than the microphone itself, right?
No, the microphone.
Oh, that's this thing's old now, but it does the job. It's a USB mic, which if you're an audiophile would probably make a lot of them go, "You're not supposed to use USB mics," but it's one of the best USB mics from its time, which is a Samsung C01U.
Ah.
Don't know how
So- 'cause
common
a lot
they
of
are now, though.
Because I know people are recommending Blue Yeti. Because I'm looking at getting a desk mic with a boom arm. Because now the game room's going to be set up soon. I can actually do streaming properly and have everything done right. Instead of everything just being crowded on my fucking desk.
I
don't wanna
do
get
I do
myself a desk
recommend
mic.
the stand thing though. I used to have a bloody weighted bloody thing on the desk, which was just weird. That's the only sort of thing you should only have that sort of thing if you got a microphone on the stage. It's like a weight holding it in place.
Hmm.
You said USB mic, right?
Yeah,
I sure was only one of them then.
but you're not. According to the audio files, it's like, oh, this is the best possible audio you can get. You're not supposed to use them. You're not supposed to use USB mics. You're supposed to use another setup, and you're also supposed to have a sound mixer. What you're supposed to do.
Hmm.
Erosion
Well, sure as hell go on with that.
consciousness into oblivion. Slowly, he forgot the face of his old friend. His memories of defending Liyue Harbor disintegrated. Ajdaha, now incomplete, became irascible, aggressive.
What would you expect? It was humanity.
I mean, I've been using USB mics for forever. The one I've got now is a wireless headset.
Which is why you attacked the
But
castle.
it's USB, obviously, on the other end.
War against Morax. In the beginning, in order to open up new territory and increase production, the citizens of Liyue came to the mountains to mine. Overexploitation caused the ley lines to quake, which brought untold suffering to us. Erosion.
I feel like the rest of this quest is just going to be backstory for this boss that people are going to fight to death, which is kind of a little bit fucked up from a lore's perspective, because what you're basically doing is freeing an imprisoned demon, torturing it, and then putting it back in its prison.
Further erosion.
And wait about 10 days. And see how it advanced in life.
To dust. It is the natural order, an unstoppable force. And so, we became you. And from your will, I emerged. I am your final contract. Witness the promise between
Anyway, I'm
Ajdaha
playing boat game with some guys. So I just will come say hello because I've kind of disappeared the past few days.
That's fine.
Deny me.
Which boat game?
Still all the warships.
Okay.
It's the only World War. It's the only boat game I play. It's the only game I'm playing on PC at the minute. I might get REA. I am very much in on the unknown whether or not I want to buy that at release. Mostly because I don't want to drop £70 on it, so I might just wait. Although I did pre-order Mass Effect Legendary Edition. So and knowing my track record with pre-orders, I would say to everyone watching SKayStreams, don't pre-order it.
Freaking rip.
Because every game I pre-ordered has just been a failure.
Morax is not an insect.
So yes, I will leave you guys to it. Have a good
No
one.
worries. Take
Take
care.
care, Jack.
You forgot yourself. Nobody held
in higher regard than you or I. That which you have forgotten, I hold here in my heart. If you are the memory of the Earth, then I am the memory of coexistence. Of coexistence.
Game trying to be deep again.
All powers under heaven.
We have to go deeper.
Land and sea.
A star appears within the wild. A sun ascends as bright as jade. Strange. What is this feeling? And all this?
You are spent, and I will soon disappear. Before I do, heed these words. In the wilderness, snow falls on a spring day. In an instant, it will melt. Even where it is fleeting and leaves no trace. Even where it will never fall again.
No! That isn't true! I don't accept this as fate!
Perhaps it isn't, but it remains an inevitable misfortune.
More axe!
The little girl vanished.
Are you satisfied, Ishtaha?
I had to make amends. Satisfaction had no part in it. So, Morax, you call yourself Zhongli these days?
I do.
Well, I'm afraid old habits die hard. To me, you're Morax.
As you please.
I never did forget your gift of sight.
I hardly lifted a finger. Think nothing of it.
And yet, you could see. You wouldn't know the yearning of a blind dragon, searching for the sun. A pair of eyes, from Morax to Ajdah. This, I will remember this.
Your power is nearly spent.
Perceptive as always, my friend.
Shall we get going, you and I?
Surely the pressing matter is still that of the miners trapped outside the seal.
Indeed. Hence the need to get going. To fix the damage left in your wake.
Straight down to business as always. Let's go.
Treasure! What is this crap? There's like maybe one good thing here.
It's treasure. You didn't ask for what kind of treasure. You just said treasure.
Next up, be giving me cabbages like that bloody Bennett mission.
How did we get here? We need to go back and check on the miners.
See, I was worrying about you being healthy.
So there you are. My men and I
In
found
a way that's its
followed
own
them
kind of
straight
treasure.
here. We found Mao in a tent at the campsite unconscious. It seems he'll be okay. Sadly, we found no trace of the other three. Huh? Young Kun, what is...
Nothing. Pay it no mind. Those three miners are over there, in that cave.
Cave? What happened?
They're exhausted, but not in danger. Don't
Out of contact lines to have it.
Right. Well, thank you, all of you. I better go and see how they're doing.
So you're taking them back to Liyue Harbor?
That's right.
Can I come with you?
No problem. You rescued my men. I'll be happy to assist all of you in any way I can. I'll be back soon. I need to assess their condition.
Kunjun, can't be calling you Ejdaha. You're coming back to Liyue Harbor too, right?
Not I. Merely this body. Once I'm gone, the true owner will accompany the miners back to Liyue. Kunjun hails from a family of famous artisans. He too will be famous in time. It would be a shame for someone of his talent to go missing.
You always did have a great admiration for blacksmiths.
Curious how swords and daggers are blind, yet their creators see so much. Perhaps empathy is mankind's proudest achievement after all.
I might have to see that sentence more than once to understand what was just said there.
No longer the Geo Archon.
I can sense it.
Today I am just an ordinary citizen of Liyue.
Even you met such a fate. Let's get the difficult part out of the way. I cannot guarantee that I won't be awoken a second time.
No matter. If that day comes to pass, Liyue must prepare itself to face you.
And how will Liyue fare without Rex Lapis?
Even without a god above, this remains a nation of men. I was once their god. I ought to be here to witness their rise and fall.
All life is shaped and then ground away by the endless flow of time. You were always the strongest among us. Yet, it would seem that even you have been eroded. That's unimportant. Fate is ordained by heaven. Even if our mission had already concluded, it would be cowardly not to strike out on the road of departure. You may live forever, doomed to a lonely existence. Yet, even this is temporary. When you reach the end of time, those people, those past and future relationships predetermined by fate, they will be waiting for you.
I do not pretend to match your rhetoric when it comes to the subject of a life long lived. I fear that the life of an elemental being is longer than any in this world.
Were it not so, you would have killed me long ago, and would not be having to face me again now.
You've brought a smile to my face. When all is said and done, a reunion between old friends is an auspicious occasion.
That day in the chasm. Did you hesitate?
A heart of stone is a heart nonetheless. But I am the god of contracts, and was for a time a god of the people of Liyue.
You chose justice, but did not forsake your kindness. You came to me not as an assassin, and so I was willingly sealed away.
The movements of the Earth Dragon can tremble the earth and shake the heavens. With your abilities, even at my full strength, I struggled to confront you, let alone seal you away.
Hence my inception. Do not forget that I was there with Liyue's founder. The face may have changed, but the content of the contract remains intact.
This is a huge lore dump, jeez.
Friend. God of contracts. I hereby honor.
The prank still going on.
Thank you, Ejdaha.
My life is at an end. I will join the eternal flow of time. And you, Morax, you will live for many a day to come.
You're leaving?
If it is fated, Morax, we will meet again.
Yes. Don't be alarmed. He's only asleep.
Whoa. That was so weird. It was like he suddenly became another person.
In fact, we have yet to meet the real Kunjun. He was. Centuries
Looks to be
may
that
have
time,
passed since
sadly.
then, but events
Time for you to
from
work.
1,000 years ago remain
Maybe.
crystal clear. in
Carolina
memory.
say no.
In our last tale,
Oh god.
Prince Lapis was walking
It's
alone
another
in the
cutscene.
mountains. He heard a remote voice, unlike any other, coming from a crack in the earth.
My god, there's even more lore.
Most of the ancient geo life
It's
forms
never
that
gonna
live
end.
below Liyue are blind, having not seen the sunlight for an age.
When can we get that
The
hook for
voice
Jean
was
Lily?
sometimes
Holy shit, it looks good.
sad and song-like. Other times it was loud and thunderous. The Lord of Geo searched here and there before finally unearthing a strange stone from the bedrock.
But yes.
That's how Aishtaha was. I answered his wish and took him above ground.
You take care again, say.
The Lord
See
of
you later.
Geo took pity on the
As always,
broken
I'll
spirit
see you later
and
on
carved
again
it
too.
into a magnificent
Beat.
work
And
of
have fun with the game as well
craftsmanship,
too.
a vivid
And
representation of
figure
our
out all
dragon.
this lore again.
I bestowed him with a pair of eyes to see the world and came to an agreement with him.
Beat.
With his
Bye.
fingers, he made 2 eyes, quicker than words could tell. Lightning flashed and thunder roared, and a living, breathing dragon soared into the clouds.
I agreed to let him live among the people above ground. But if the day ever came when he brought ruin to order, he would once again be sealed in the dark.
The dragon accompanied the Lord of Geo, fighting campaigns alongside him in the 4 corners of the world. We have a saying to eulogize these events. The crash of a spear brought billowing dust. The mountains and waters made way at the sound. The sight of a dragon bestowed with a touch the promise of rainwater blessing the ground.
Hello.
Is that a QWERTY? That was interesting
is
timing.
Hmm?
I said that's interesting timing.
Oh, what happened?
I'm at the end of a massive lore dump with Zhongli's story, I think.
Oh, you just finished the Zhongli story.
Fighting him tooth and nail.
I'm starting to wonder if this lore dump will ever end.
Finally, I brought him down.
You fought the giant creature, right?
Yeah.
How'd you find the creature?
I didn't think I could hurt him at first when it got down to low health, but then I realised the weak spot was like the head.
During that battle,
Ah,
Dragonfall was born. Aishtaha could sense the stone.
So what are you doing at the moment?
Consciously, he wanted
It's
to
still
use
doing the lore. It is some long lore.
It is some good lore.
not claim to be stronger than he. And in his heart, he still retained an ounce of goodwill towards me. Towards Liyue. Towards life above ground. He was willing to be sealed away. But as the erosion
Let me just
set
do
in,
a thing.
he forgot.
Hello there.
Even I cannot avoid it. But there is something I understand better than most. When the door opens, it is
What?
time to leave.
Oh,
The
event.
greater the
Okay.
power, the greater the danger
I just
erosion
moved
may
this.
bring about.
From
The millennium
I
may
made a
come and go,
mixtape or playlist
but
today.
even a stone may tire.
Hmm?
Personally sealing away an old friend. This is just one form of
It's
erosion I
this
have
one
known.
YouTuber I found,
Abandon
and
surrender
every
the
single
things
one of
they
their
love to
songs
pursue the
is a
way.
remix of 2 existing songs
This
or
is
more.
the erosion imposed on me by the natural order of this world.
Those are fun,
It-
but they're also a
it's
copyright claim nightmare. But hey, as long as you're just for
My
you, that's
identity may
fine.
change,
Oh, that's the thing.
but my
Each of these
eyes bear
videos
witness
is
to the
like
history of humanity.
top-notch quality. I'm talking like they are so smooth. They are their own separate entity of song. That is how
That is my
smooth they
duty.
are.
I must thank
And
you
it'd be
both.
something like 2 completely different genres, like
Oh,
something like
about what?
LMFAO's shots mixed with like Rasputin.
I mean, I won't ever what's the word I'm thinking of? I won't ever detract from the skill involved. It is a skillful thing to do. The problem
is.
is in the eyes of the law. They'll be
Oh
like,
yeah.
"You remix someone's other shit, dude. You can't you
Oh,
do
well,
use it with this, and this. You can't make money from it,
well,
and a
this
bunch
is
of
the
other
thing
stuff."
though. It's its own separate song, so it classifies as a unique entity because they're using the lyrics from one song, the audio from another song.
Are they
So
allowed?
you got like the
Are they?
hmm?
Are you saying that it's different enough that they're allowed to monetize
Yes,
it? Then,
yes.
okay, I'll take your word for it, but I'm pretty sure that's pretty strict with that sort of
Thing is,
thing.
the person who creates these songs actually works for a music label, and so that's why they're able to like deal with all the laws and all that stuff.
Hmm.
And these songs are really, really good. And so I was just listening to it like pretty much the entire like 90 songs onto a play.
He told us about Conria and the punishment
And
of the gods. That's when we
one of them
realized
that I thought was
those
like
events were connected
ridiculous
to the
was
person we're searching for.
Nickelback is kind of like a meme band on the internet at this point.
Mm-hmm.
God, you've lived through thousands
The
of
person
years
made
of
it
history.
sound as though like Nickelback
Surely you
was actually like
experienced the
good.
incident?
Not, I mean, they're not bad as a band, but like they added like some other instrumentals to it, right? Using like a different song, and
You can't even
it's
give
that
us some
song,
information?
you know,
This is
look
so
at this
ridiculous.
photograph, like that one there,
I
right?
understand.
Yep.
But I
And they
must
made it sound
apologize.
like in such a way, like a very emotional,
You mean another
to the
past
point of like
reference?
it's this like
Like the incident
sad,
with
somber
Esther?
song about
Can
some
we
guy
really
who
have
like
that?
is going through a breakup with like a girl. I mean, yeah, that's the original meaning behind the song, yes, but there was not a lot of instrumental behind it, and it sounds really good now. Let me try to find it, and I'll show you what I'm saying.
I mean,
I,
I
I was
kind of
like,
can't listen to these because streaming right now, my dude. But sorry, I should have said that.
understand.
It was signed before it all began. I have always honored the contract and kept my silence.
How can you be like
Hmm.
that?
You two are friends to me. I can assure it brings
But
me
yeah,
no
like I don't know,
pleasure to
I was just going
disappoint
through
you.
their songs, and it's just like
But
Mhm.
as the god of
weird bands that
contracts,
shouldn't work.
I cannot go back on my word.
Like Christina
Would you be ready to
Angeliera?
find out?
I can't pronounce
It
her name.
appears your understanding of this world continues
Yeah,
to grow.
that and like Papa
There are
Roach.
many events of ages past, many secrets that lie hidden. They have been eroded by time, forgotten by the people, abandoned. But you are capable of finding them and bringing them into the light. Those who come to witness will witness. Those who are born to remember will remember. If you take the same road as that person, there may be more difficulties ahead. But as long as you firmly believe that you are on the right path, everything has meaning.
What the hell?
What?
I think this game's implying the sibling has already been in this world and done a bunch of things before you have.
I can tell you if you really want to. How far are you into the story?
I mean, we have met her and everything, so we know that part.
Okay. But okay, so you finished John Lee's like second story, right?
Literally just now.
Okay, so you fought like the giant creature.
Law dump the works, all gone.
Okay, and you've met your like sibling already.
Yep.
And you've gone through like defeating creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Down the leaf. Okay, yeah. So kind of crazy, but like a month after Genshin was released, they did actually explain what happened to your sister or sibling.
They actually explained it?
Yeah, they explained it a month after the game released, and then no one looked at it at all.
What?
Like,
they just put it on the internet and no one noticed.
Yeah, they put it on the internet, and only the people who saw it were like, "Oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense." And then no one else saw it, and people see it now, and they're like, "Oh!" And people are like, "Yeah, they showed like a month after the game released."
How did they sneak that past everybody? What the hell?
So I can tell you if you want to know what happened between the two. It might fill in a few gaps.
I mean, my theory is I have one of two theories. Either
Okay.
either she's well, obviously because I've got the male one. Either she already done a bunch of things in the past, and now she's up to
Okay.
speed on a bunch of things he doesn't know, or
Yeah.
she's been in a similar timeline to what your character's been in. They've seen a bunch of shit, and now they've gone back in time to try and change things.
Okay. Shall I tell you what happened?
Which one is it?
So, the male protagonist is the true storyline. The female, if you choose like the female character, it's the like, it's kind of seen as the like wrong timeline, but effectively, the male protagonist, Aether, right? So
Mm-hmm.
when there was the huge fight between like that chick and you when you chose your character, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your sister didn't use her power and just got grabbed and thrown into that like portal thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
You, as Aether, used your power to resist that effect, and in doing so, used up all of your power to resist it, but was thrown into it anyway. Your sister arrived 500 years before you did. Now, when she arrived, because this is crazy. Actually, are you doing anything at the moment, Genshin wise, right? If you
Nothing
aren't,
major.
I was gonna say go to Mondstadt and I'll show you. It's quite crazy. Actually, I'll join you. I'll show you. So essentially, your sister arrived. She still had her power. That is why your sister still actually has her abilities and all that shit. So she went and created the Abyss Order, and the Abyss Order was effectively a group of beings who had power, and they could use that power to defend if ever that lady comes back. She would have an army at her disposal, right? Because her on her own didn't have enough power.
Mm-hmm.
So you, as the character, arrive, you don't have any power, and so you're able to sync with any element because you're actually not from this like reality. Shockingly, this game does actually have multiverse in it. There's actually a few characters in this game that are actually from different universes. Two of which are Official, and the other one is Child or Tartaglia. They're actually from different universes.
But they say that in the lore. That
Yeah.
lore of information.
Yeah. So, Official is, I think she's from Germany, like our world, Germany.
Mm-hmm.
She was a bookworm that like just wrote down and like she lived her life in book, right? Now she created this like version of herself through her writing because she like everyone picked on her. Her father would call her princess or his princess and all this stuff here, right? Now eventually she started getting older. His father or her father eventually started telling her like, hey, like you need to stop living in the book, right? Actually, a good example right here. You need to stop living in the book world because the real world is a thing you have to get used to. So she refused that, and on that night she refused that. Oz, the character she book, came to her and actually whisked her away to our world that we're in right now in Genshin, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you get the joke, but Wizard of Oz, she's Dorothy.
Oh no! God
Yes.
damn it! That's why they're called Oz.
Yes, that's why it's called Oz. And essentially, she got wished away here. And when she arrived here, she actually wanted to be that character because, like, it was kind of like the character aspects, like, you know, shooting a bow, all that stuff. She kind of had that when she came here. that's why she puts on this facade like she's the princess, and she makes reference to it because her father used to call her his little princess. All that stuff there. She doesn't break character. She's a hardcore role player. And the few times she does break character, she like freaks out about it. But yeah, Fischl's not from this world. The other character is Child, and I feel bad for him.
But his brother's here as well.
Yes, his adoptive brother, not his actual brother.
Ah, that explains it.
So that's why he's like, this is my family, because they're adopted, right? So effectively, Child he was running away. No, it is his actual brother, sorry. So Child got isekai'd twice. So Child is from this world. And what happened was he fell down like a rip happened, and he got pulled into it, right? Now, the place that he arrived was this desolate, like, war-filled, like, only the strong survive sort of like place. And that's where the original Abyss mages come from. So to survive, he actually aligned himself up with them. And bear in mind, he is a child at this, and he trained with them for about 10 or so years that he like thinks. And eventually the rift opened up and he was like spat out. By this point, I think he was like 19 years old. And by that point, he had mastered pretty much every weapon. And that is kind of why he has the bloodlust or bloodthirst.
And he had to do something in that time, so I guess he learned weapons.
Yeah, all he knows is killing. That's essentially like why he's testing stuff, because every opponent he's come and fought in this world, like his original world, hasn't given him a challenge. That's essentially the reason why he uses a bow, because you'll notice that his fighting style is that of the Abyss Mage. Remember that guy who has that like double Hydro blades?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because those are the people who actually taught Child. That's why they have the same fighting. Another aspect that you might not notice is you see the tree right here.
This one, right?
This giant tree, yes. Now I want you to look at the tree, and you see where the like actual roots, the tree itself is like growing. It's made of like crystals and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see where the like branches are like pointing towards?
I mean, those ones with the crystals, right? They were like pointing up to the sky.
Yes, they're pointing towards Liyue.
Wait a minute.
It's a hand being outstretched to Liyue. Because remember, it was trying to connect, like trying to get Zhongli to like come to it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But why does it do that?
Because it's literally like trying to call out to Zhongli.
So that's the so that is the boss I've just fought doing, basically. This is its will.
That is that is its will. Because remember, it said like it was trying to get his attention and all that stuff.
That is some interesting lore.
Yeah. That's why people are like, wait a moment. But this has been here since day one of the game. It's like, yes. And it's like, oh, they planned this.
See, that's one of the cool things about staggering content on games.
Yeah. The other one, and this is the one I wanted to show you. So, like, if we go to Mondstadt, now this is the crazy one, right? Mondstadt isn't the way you'd think it is. Because, go to... There should be a good... No.
I also still have all my resin to use. I've been doing the massive lore dump mission.
The lore dump is so good, though.
It is a good one.
So, essentially, remember that chick arrived and kind of, like, wrecked your siblings' shit? And then, like, threw them into this world? So, yeah,
Mhm.
so she created the Abyss Order. She's been stuck here, and essentially, like Aether and his sister Lumiere, I think, they're effectively eternal. They jump between different realms, and yeah. But yeah. Another aspect that's kind of cool. Do you have, do you by any chance own Albedo?
I don't believe I do.
All right. Well, Albedo is actually a synthetic traveler. He's a homunculus.
Interesting.
Yeah, he was created by his master to try and be a pseudo traveler. And there's small details. So like, go to your character. 'Cause you got Lumiere, right? I'm trying to find a good spot.
Lumiere?
Yeah. Lumiere is the name of the female character, or did you choose the male?
Oh no, she was male.
Okay, cool. So one of the aspects you'll notice is if you go to the characters, like press like your character interaction thing that shows like all your characters and shit like that, where you can like switch between them. You notice at the top left there's like a symbol for like pyro elements, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
If you cycle through them, you'll notice that like the ones from Liyue have like that square and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
But if you go to the ones from Mondstadt, they have a different symbol.
Ow! Where did that come from?
It's like wings almost.
Yeah. Now, if you go to, for example, Child, you'll see that he's from the other nation. He has a different symbol. Understandable. But if you go to the Traveler, you'll notice that the Traveler has its own like weird like symbol thing, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you actually rotate the character, you'll see that on their cloak they actually have that symbol put on their clothing and so forth.
Good things come to those who
Now,
don't wait
go
around.
to Character
That's what they say
Archive
anyway.
and look at
Not
Albedo.
my luck. The opposite is probably true.
I don't have a
You'll
Boda
notice-
though.
Oh no,
What
just
do
go
you
to
mean?
the Character Archive.
Where was it again?
It's next to character, like character.
Wait, you mean on the main menu or?
Yeah, on the main menu.
I wasn't even in here.
Where did that come from?
So this here will show you every character that you're missing, and so forth, right?
Books, travel log, geography. Wait a minute.
Like open up the menu, and you see you've got like inventory, character, archive, and there's a character archive one.
Let's go find some treasure.
Okay, yeah.
So now go to Albedo and go to detail. Now zoom in, and you'll notice that on his neck he actually has the same symbol as the Traveler, along with his wrist gauntlets and his cloak.
Benny's adventure team, assemble!
What?
Yeah. That's kind of why he has, like, if you look, his hairstyle is a amalgamation of both the female and male. He was literally designed by his creator, essentially as a homunculus, or a pseudo traveler. That's why he's able to construct things out of like his geo elements and so forth.
That's what they say anyway.
And if you go to his constellation, what do you notice as its design itself?
It's on the design there too.
Yeah, if you no, if you go to the constellation, it's literally a elemental reaction and a baby.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Sorry, can you move it?
Let's go find some treasure.
There's one loud doggo. Now where should we go?
I'm back. Okay, so yeah, essentially, his like Albedo's master actually went and created him. That's why, like, even if you go to his talents, you'll notice that he also has like homuncular nature because he is a homunculus.
I mean, yeah, the symbol you showed had that.
Yeah. No, even in the talents, like one of his talents is called homuncular nature.
Did they really make it that obvious?
Considering the fact that people only realize this like now, yes. But yeah, essentially he was a pseudo traveler, and it hints to like in his backstory where he's just like he doesn't have any memories of his past apart from like meeting his master.
Hold on, no, the constellations don't say anything about homunculi.
No, his talents.
Oh, it's talents, right?
Look at the talents name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good things come to those who don't wait around.
But like in his constellation, like there's the symbol for it is a like baby in a womb.
Probably true for me.
It's not surprising that he is a Full Metal Alchemist reference.
So many references in this damn game.
Okay, yeah, this is a perfect spot right here. Okay, so essentially, that's just something about Albedo, like that was recently discovered because there was like in that story with him, like he was like, I could destroy one stat if I'm not like careful. It's like, yeah, it's because like you could destroy stuff and create stuff. So, yeah, your sister arrived 500 years ago, created the Abyss Order to defend this world from like people or that lady in particular.
Mm-hmm.
The idea was that like she would come back and they would like have an army. But you can actually see the battle that took place when that chick actually arrived in because she actually arrived in Mondstadt first.
You're right at the top, aren't you?
Hmm?
You're right at the top of the mountain.
Yeah, I'm at the top of the mountain. So, she actually ripped. Remember that mountain that we had to like do a quest for?
You mean the winter one?
Remember there was that one quest where we had to like where Spiral Abyss is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she ripped it out of there and actually plonked it right here where Mondstadt is. Mondstadt is an upside down mountain. And you can actually see the impact that it actually made when like look at all the surrounding terrain. Like the actual continents were like boom.
I can actually kind of see how that's the bottom of a mountain, upside down.
Yeah. Yeah, and the surrounding areas got like ripped to shreds essentially, like just from the impact, like the shockwaves, because you actually see like shockwaves how they traveled. And yeah, so that's like one of the like small details. The other detail about it is you'll notice that there's random ruin throughout this place.
Random ruins.
Yeah, like when you're running through like Mondstadt, like this particular zone, there's like random like structure pieces like just in the ground that shouldn't be there.
So just kind of like bits of like old stone from what used to be there.
Yeah, remember that? I want to call it Ikathia, but it's like hell, whatever hell that place was. Because the idea was that like that place like got completely wiped out by Zhongli and them. And like you can find like their debris here as well. And then the people of Mondstadt just built on top of the ruin, like like Mondstadt's like a nice city now, but like you can find the ruins of like the other by just like exploring Mondstadt.
Ruins of what
like
used
just
to be
randomly.
Mondstadt.
No, not what used to be, but like remember there was that one civilization that I think like 1,000 years ago was like destroyed by like all the like gods, essentially like Zhongli and all them. So they like wrecked the shit out of that particular. That's where Duns live. So.
I mean, we can't go. We
it's
can't go
similar-
to that area yet, can we?
No, that place doesn't exist anymore. But you can kind of see what remains of it. You can actually see where your sister actually is, and she's been here since like the start of the game. I can find it. Yeah, there it is. You can actually see exactly where like your sister is essentially just like chilling because she wants you to experience the world and go through the hardships that she went through, seeing how like all of your like adventures and whatnot are like.
Off we go.
There we go. So here's like a piece of structure example. She wants you to like go through and experience this world and all of its hardships, and then like understand that like your efforts are like pointless. But you know, we're gonna have a different thing because we're not alone. We have friends. She didn't because she was all alone. So yeah, as you can see here, there's like pieces of debris just scattered.
Knocked all over the place from that impact.
Exactly. And the further you go out, you can actually see like more and more pieces of like debris just like scattered from like the actual impact. It was quite a big explosion, and there's just yeah, as you can see, like there's some like rock. It's crazy because like the further you go out, the more you like notice. Like okay, so here's like one of the ruins and whatnot. Those are like completely like wiped. Right? I'm trying to find because like you can see where your sister is. Oh, okay, I know where it is. I know where it is. So we have to go to the top of the mountain.
The snow mountain?
Yeah, go all the way to the top of the snow mountain. Show you. It's pretty cool. So your sister, like, because the thing is, you can't fly in this dimension or something. Like you don't have the power to fly. Like some shit. I'm not sure how they explain it, but like when you
Does this have
originally
anything?
your, like,
Does this have anything to do with that one floating platform?
Kind of, a little bit. Like this doesn't like this floating platform that we're going to has nothing to do with like us being able to fly or whatnot. Like in the thing where you choose your character had like their own wings and so forth. But we don't have those wings anymore. We only have a glider, which is pseudo wing, right? So we need to climb all the way to the very top. But yeah, needless to say, that lady, like there was this whole like trailer that they showed where she had like all of her red like energy just like destroying everything and just like ripping things out of the ground and just like throwing them to the floor and your sister effectively is walking on the shoulder of one of the robots. It's an old trailer. I can try to find it and send it to you at some point. But yeah. And the thing is, they told all this stuff like literally a second month or a first month into the game being released, and just no one saw it. It was just beautiful. So yeah, there's this scene where like it's very Bleach-esque, where like your sister is literally just chilling inside this like floating temple really high up in the sky, just watching what you're doing essentially in the world through like a special crystal ball while drinking just like wine. And like someone was asking like if the sister should like help her like convince you to like join her cause. and your sister's like, no, let's let him decide or figure out. I need you to. Sadly, party members can't interact with like mechanical stuff. Ooh. There is a like it's crazy, but there's a lot of lore in this game, which is a case of like you have to go looking for the lore.
Sounds a bit like Dark Souls, but with a bit more context.
Yeah.
Because
What do you expect?
Dark Souls just throws things at you which make no sense unless you do a bit of like serious pondering.
I mean, then again, like Dark Souls is also like Japanese, and this is I think this is Korean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sign doesn't say anything. It has symbols on it
No.
though.
Yeah, you can actually read the symbols. Like you'll notice there's just symbols all over this. Some of them are like directed towards like the blacksmith. All right. Oh, okay. You place the beacon. Cool. Okay, so like hit this thing with ammo, so shoot up even higher. You have to like get I think a little.
It's his actual Colombia. So what are we looking for?
In the sky, there's actually a floating structure.
No way! It's not that island I keep seeing, is it?
Like really, really, really high up in the sky, right?
I always thought that was like Ningguang's place, the one that gets knocked down during that one part in the story, but there's another one?
No, yeah, there's another one. It's like really high up in the sky, but you have to be like at a certain locations in the game. You can actually get a glimpse of it.
I've seen it a few times, and I didn't know what it was at first, but I just assumed it was the
there it is.
Ningguang Tower. Where is it?
Yeah, there it is. If you look directly where I am, there's a cloud that's kind of obscuring it just a little bit.
Yeah, I see it.
All right, so if we actually get higher, I'm not sure. I use Venti.
I should have drank one of those potions before I came here, because oh boy.
When you get to the top, there's one of those heating thingies. I'm gonna use Venti and.
Be back in just a second. So we're trying to get to the top of the the structure thing, right? I haven't been here in ages.
Yeah.
Oh wait, did the thing stop working? Shit.
But yeah, essentially we're just gonna have to use like Vent to shoot us. Cool.
I remember it being nail-bitey as hell the first time I was up here, being like, for the love of God, do not fall.
Yeah. And effectively, we need to get all the way to the top. Which sounds impossible, but you can kind of climb the structure.
Yeah, it gets rid of the ice and everything.
Yep. And from here, you can actually see the building.
It's very far away, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've caught glimpses of that before, but I just thought it was Ningguang's place, but I guess I've got two ones up there.
That right there is essentially where your sister is, like, chilling and watching you. toil in the mortal realm. Um,
You do know one day they're gonna let us on that island, though. You know they're gonna do it.
oh yeah, definitely. But yeah, no, there's a whole bunch of like cool little glass.
Right now, I wish I was sitting at the top of a tree, looking out over a meadow.
But yeah,
with
someday
sun in
like
hand.
we're effectively gonna go there. I know that like main character hasn't been there, but like in the old like video, you can literally see her like sitting in a throne, like looking through like a energy orbs thingy, just like watching you. Yeah.
There's some useful lore, which will no doubt show up later.
Small details that people are like, oh, it's just nothing. This is like,
well, now, I'm quite short on streaming time, unfortunately, so I should probably find somewhere to quickly use up all this resin I have. Where to
you can do
go?
any instance. You can do bosses, instances. What do you do? Actually, have you done the event?
The one with the crystals? No.
No, the one with the magical door where you have to like kill the bosses and so forth for like points and so and whatnot.
I haven't done the event fully, no.
Well, let's burn through your resin, or do you want to make condensed resin?
I guess I could take the easy way out and just make condensed resin.
Damn. Something I love that small detail is the arrows that you fire, no matter what, will always like they'll actually fall.
They have like an arc. Oh yeah, I mean, do you remember when I sent you that video before of that Amber firing a shot and then teleporting where it landed?
Yeah. Well, one of the ones that I saw that was kind of funny was people using Shangling and the portal on top here. So they'll put a portal at the top of this thing, and then they'll ult with Shangling, jump off, and then like use Zhao to like hit the ground so you take no fall damage, and the ult will follow you, right? But as you hit the ground, you immediately teleport back to the teleporter, and your ult will travel to you, stop midway, and then fly back up into the air and actually fly towards you. And so people are playing yo-yo with the Shangling off. They were also using it. They were also using it to kill Timmy's pigeons, because you can ult on one side of the bridge, teleport to the other, and it'll fly through the bridge, killing all of Timmy's pigeons.
That's pretty funny. I just realized I can't do the resin in multiplayer. That's annoying.
Ah, okay. Let me leave my then. Unless you want to like fight a random like world boss or something like that.
I'm just thinking, what do I need?
Which bosses have you not fought or need to fight?
I guess the main two characters I'm supposed to be working on now is Hu Tao and Child, or his other official name.
Yeah, Tartaglia.
I think it's probably best to do Water Boss. I can handle it better than I used to, but I still find it the most annoying one.
Water Boss is the most annoying. I would say probably work on Hu Tao first, and then Water Boss. Because the thing is, like, Hu Tao, you can use her as like a main DPS completely. Child is an AoE.
I have, she only needs to do, like, one more, level cap unlock. She's at level 80 now.
Oh, okay.
Her gear isn't that great, though.
Yeah, you don't fight the... Okay, so she's level 80, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what level is your child? Or...
Oh, yeah, he's also level 80, so I only need to do the one for both.
Okay, yeah, I would say do the Ascension and then like move on to the next character. What's the other character that you had to level?
Reserve. Oh shit! I was more organized than I thought. Rosaria, Hu Tao, and Child are all level 80 with unlocks needed to get.
Okay. That's perfect. I would. Okay, so in this instance, you could do what I did. get child out of the way so you never need to fight the water boss again.
I don't know about that. I think I need to fight him for
Actually,
Jinquai as well.
What level is Shinku?
Also 80.
Oh, that's fine. You don't need to actually ascend Shinku to 90. He actually is fine at level 80. Yeah, I guess it's just child. Like, my child's level 80, but I've done the ascension rank up.
Yay, water boss.
I would say this. Okay, so who else then? Because if that's the case, they're both 80. What other characters do you need to?
I have a full constellation in the world, but she's not finished yet. She's 70.
I would say Geo Boss then. Actually, I just got C6 Noelle. Want to see what she does when she hits things?
I saw some of it.
Well, you haven't seen what she does now. Let's find a random group of enemies over here. Let's go to a desolate location in the middle of a desert and fight each other.
Diona's level 80 too, huh? Or the Zhao.
Diana?
Yeah.
What about Zhao? How is Zhao look?
70. I haven't done the wind boss in a while. We could do that.
That's fine by me. I feel so bad for my Zhao. Right now, his gear is being thrown around to every character. He doesn't actually have a set of gear anymore.
It's like, let me in the game, coach.
Pretty much, yeah. I put Venti's gear on him, which has no damage but just elemental mastery. So his job became reduce the enemy resistance so my other characters can damage instead.
It's been so long since I fought this boss, actually. I'm not sure what weapons to bring.
You can actually, you can, if you use, like, what's it? Q-Tao and, like, Kea, you can actually burst this entire boss during its first phase. Like, when it lands, you can completely kill the boss.
Shit, there's a character I haven't leveled up either, though. Kaya. I think he's only, like, level 30, level 40.
Yeah, no, he's pretty solid. I'll say he does a better job of generating energy than Rosario does.
Oh no, Kaya's level 50.
Okay. I actually need to level up my Rosario, but I have no constellations of her, and I'm also waiting for the new character to come out, which looks very juicy. I'm just gonna get some geoparticles.
I didn't even pick what characters I'm gonna use yet. Wait, I'm not in the fight. Damn it. I guess I'll have to go deal with this then.
I'm just trying to get some geoparticles.
No, 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 no! God damn it. I remembered what was happening as it happened.
Wait, that
Adventure time.
Come on, Noel.
Get out of here. Take cover.
I need to get some, like, geoparticles for her. That's probably the biggest problem with her. No energy regen.
Off we go. Adventure time. Take cover. Everybody stand back.
There we go. When he does his landing, then I can actually attack. Oh, anyway.
Ah, he did the thing.
It is the fun.
Not again! God damn it.
This is just my luck.
Land. No.
Uh-oh, not again!
Sleep a while.
But yeah, essentially, when Noel's shield expires, it does about 44,000 damage. And her autos are about 20,000.
A lot of my focus has been getting the characters to near max level. I haven't even been focusing on gear too much at the moment.
At the moment, same. Like, I've been trying to focus on trying to get character friendships up at the moment and getting their levels up. Because there's a few characters that I still need to get leveled up. Zhongli is a Beyblade. Hey.
Wait, is there more? I don't see
The
any.
boss is gonna land. We can kill him, and then like that's it. That's
Oh yeah, because it doesn't heal, does it? Damn, too early.
I'm just gonna get pulled in immediately.
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
How many times do you want to fight the boss?
Damn, I don't even know how many crystals I need for him. I just realized I haven't fought it for a long time.
No worries.
Because I need 6 of the purple ones.
No one's joined me on an adventure in ages. Come on.
Yeah, I haven't been working on animo characters for a while now, I think about it. Because I've got Sucrose, Jean, and Zhao I could be working on. I just thought, I have Venti, what do I need another wing character for, was kind of my thinking.
Yeah, no, that is actually pretty accurate. Like, my Jean is using the healing set that you get from Maiden Beloved. Where is Austin? Currently, like, Shanling is using all of Yutao's gear right now.
Where do you want to go now?
Do you want to fight the boss again? Or...
Yeah, we can fight this one again. We'll change characters around though. Let's stick with these ones.
Details.
The boss won't respawn while we're here, will it? We have to move away?
No, we have to leave. But I was just switching characters. Because all of my gear I actually put onto Xiangling. Because I now have Friendship 10 with Hu Tao. So I want to start focusing on like getting the other character's friendship up in the meantime. So like I can just take the gear from one character, put it onto another, and just use them in my party till their friendship is up.
Oh yeah, did I tell you about I met someone called Helper Hutao?
Nope.
There was someone who was going onto people's... There was someone who was invading streams by the name of Helper Hutao.
Okay.
And he kept changing his name until you'd let him into the game. But they were all right person though. But the funny thing was, they also had... Hutao was almost like as highly geared as they could be. But at the same time, they only had like a level 20 D Luke. And then everyone's responses to that said was people just would say like why, and his response to that would be to send out a message.
Well, a friend of mine, he actually has both Diluc and Utao, but he prefers Diluc because of like the AoE on the ult, like the clearing of it. But in like a one-on-one comparison between the two, like Utao completely nuked Diluc's damage. But the problem is that like you have that problem. Yeah, you might nuke the damage, but you'll also one-shot yourself if you're not lucky.
So you got to play a goddamn balancing act.
It is a balancing act. Times like healing myself like items while also using them to like remove them from my like gear. Because every now and then like I craft bad stuff by accident. Like I'll forget that like Hutao would be like the person cooking the food, and so you get the garbage version of the food.
Isn't there an achievement for that? I haven't had it yet.
There's an achievement for cooking a bunch of foods very badly.
In a row?
Yeah, like in a row. You have to cook, I think it was 20 meals badly. And then like you get the achievement like maybe cooking is not for you or something like that. There you go. I built my Chongyun so that, like I can have his ult like after I think like one of his E's. Where like his job is that he like throws E down, ult, switch out, and he gives the attack speed bonus to the character that's like on the field, and, like the damage like absorbing that shit, like absorbing. It's fun. Wow.
Curse you!
Let the show begin.
Submit for judgment.
That was funny how quick that was.
It's mostly because like I'm using like this sort of like combo where like when you hit them with that, that's like the ice proc on them, and then because you're in it, you get the attacks. And then when you activate this, it's now fire, so you get the melt proc. You deal damage to the boss, and at the end of it, another ice proc plus that, all the absorbed damage. A lot of numbers. And if I can find an enemy, because like I just ulted, right? You'll see how quick I can get the ult back. I got these two. Wow. And got my ult back.
I see you're using the new greatsword.
Yep.
Was it that good then? Or
Yes, this greatsword is it's kind of a pseudo 5-star, but the thing is it needs to have refinement. It's like I got a +4 refinement on it. So like if I get one more refinement then I'm sorted. But I kind of want one more, but I just don't want to roll on the banner for it because like there's a chance that I just won't get another duplicate of it. So it's mostly the fact that like you need to have characters from Leeway for it to give any effect.
Yeah.
And bear in mind, every character that's from Leeway, you get an extra 6% crit chance. So Chongyun's from Leeway, so that's already a free crit
There are
chance.
other means to the same end, but they are not the true way.
So like, let's just go to like current party I have right now, right? So I'm getting 6% from Chongyun. I mean 6% from Hu Tao. So that's already 12% crit chance, plus 20% attack. And if I have like Zhongli, now that's an additional 6%. So it'll go to effectively right now it's 18% crit chance and 30% attack, just from the passive, right? Now remember Chongyun's passive is increased attack stat, and the weapon itself gives the most attack besides a 5-star. So it's currently giving about 70% attack bonus on the weapon itself, which is pretty decent. And then it filters in all these additional stats. So like each character that you add from Leeway to the party, like right now, it's about 120 extra attack per member from Leeway. That's just fast. What's nice though is that like my crit chance is currently 47% with like the weapon, and my attack is 2,131. Now, when I hit the enemy with my E, crit chance goes up by 20%. So I have a 67% crit chance. And if they're frozen, it's an 87%. So, like, you don't need as much crit on him. You can just start building more into crit damage. The downside to Chongyun is his attacks are very low. Like, you'll see, like, if I'm just auto-attacking these guys here, like, that's a 2,000 crit. Like, I got a Hu Tao, like, hers is, like, it's a lot higher. That's not taking into account, like, any buffs. So, like, you have to use the ice set to, like, buff the cryo. So when I do this, now when I auto-attack them, see that it's now almost doubled my attack. So, like, you have to, like, build into that. Which is really kind of annoying. Because it's like you have a Claymore user that's kind of hitting like a one-handed sword user. So
you really need the ice buff to be able to make his damage decent.
Exactly, like you need to have that extra crit, because otherwise, like, I mean, 47% right now, like because you have characters, like it's gonna take a while to like kill this enemy. Like it's like 700. So like I have to like go boom, and then it's like more consistent. So I just said screw it. Like if he's just going to be doing that, I'm just going to use my abilities. So like if I just hit this enemy alone, just with like my auto attack, right? I mean my ability. Like that's a lot more damage. So I'm like screw it. I'm just going to make it so that like he E-ult, so it's just like this high like crit explosion of just cryo damage, and then I can switch him out. And he's giving the like attack speed to your characters. So like your characters like Hu Tao, who are just going to be like spamming attacks crazy, so you're not going to have to worry as much about them. Sadly, it doesn't buff certain characters like casters or like Child, like because Child uses a bow, so like he doesn't get any benefits from that at all. But for characters like Hu Tao, it's fine. She gets a lot out of it. As long as the character's not dealing physical, like they're sorted.
The boss should be back by now, surely. That boss should be
Yeah,
back by now.
Yeah. Alright, good luck.
No, guess I have to go to town first.
Yeah. Oh, we can also do the event. You fought both of the Geo Vishaps, right?
One of them, I think.
It's from the like event that's going on, where you can like slot in certain things and all that stuff.
I haven't done the Twisted Realm stuff.
Ah, no, you definitely.
That requires quite a bit of prep, it looked like, because of the score multipliers, it seemed like.
Kind of. Remember we did that event where we had to get like a bunch of points for killing like the Geo. I mean the.
Oh yeah, because of the
boss,
elemental cubes. Yeah, I remember that. That
Yeah.
was one reason why I was like, yeah, I should probably do this later.
It's kind of like one of those, except in this instance, it's you're fighting normal enemies instead. So the bosses or the enemies aren't going to be throwing anything crazy at you, apart from like you picking like, oh, the enemy has like health, like something like that.
I'd be up for that, but it's probably better to do that on another day, especially the thing with the score multipliers. Don't have time for that today.
Understandable. You also need to do the mini like side quest for it.
Picking up
And
all
side
the
quest-
stones, that thing.
Yeah, yeah, to pick up all the stones. Yeah.
I've done all that already.
Okay. How's your housing coming along?
Housing, I've been making the God, what are they called? I've been making these like Chinese wall divider thingies because apparently they have some effect, almost like bloody farming Bitcoin or some shit.
Kind of. I will say this though, like it's better to build the full like structures
sets.
over building those. Yeah, it's better to build the sets. You get a lot more out of it.
I'm hungry. Let's hunt.
Like with the sets, you can get a lot of. Because essentially, you need to get your. I was just trying to get my ult back. But yeah, you need to get the sets, which can be a little. Ooh, perfect. Thanks, boss. Oh my god. He's like, nope. Oh my. I'm not gonna have you.
I'll protect us.
But yeah, because I was helping. Remember the guy who we did last time with, who like kept dying over and over again? Yeah, I did with him this week, and I think we got like 5,000 points per round. Really, really, really. Like that's with like I know that like the most points you can get, and that's like literally putting every single modifier in the game on, is about 8,000 points, which is a bit excessive. But 5,000 will get you every single. So we're like, yeah, we're just gonna go for. Oh, sorry, for 5K. And it's a lot more lenient than it is last time.
This spells the end of the Exorcist.
Lucky dog. Ugh. Ugh, that's it. Hey, did you just get auto-revived?
No, I revived one.
Okay, I didn't know if my Barbara had auto-revived you.
Barbara only applies to your party, sadly.
Oh yeah.
Annoying, but only your party.
Let the show begin.
But yeah, I'm up for doing that other stuff, just not today. Not
That's
got
fine.
time.
Oh, no worries. But yeah, essentially, I'm gonna check what the. Because the thing, what's nice though, is that you can put in your own like energy amplifiers and so forth.
Oh yeah, I've been doing that. Because that affects this as well, doesn't it? What we're doing in the field.
Yeah. No, it only affects that instant.
Damn. I was hoping it would help out in the field as well.
Sadly, but what's nice though is that it does give you a lot of like bonuses and so forth. Like if I go to my energy amplifier, right?
I mean, I was mostly increasing melee damage and stamina recovery and the shield health. Since I
Yeah.
pretty much always have Zhongli on the team for that extra little bit of defense.
Yeah, I got mine set up so it does stuff like when you're shielded you get like extra damage. When you ult you get extra damage. Like hitting an enemy with a reaction that gives you a shield gives you more damage. So it's mostly focused on like a Geo team.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I did was I used a Geo team and then I filtered in other characters. So I was like, okay, so like Q Tao and Child are going to be my reaction characters, but they're not going to get any bonuses. It's just going to be like shield strength and so forth. So my characters are just going to be permanently shielded. So it doesn't matter what like particular like increased damage you're taking because you're just going to be shielded like 90% of the time. So the shields will be doing all the heavy lifting for your damage front. So you can have like, oh well, like after sprinting you get like 35% damage multiplied again, or 35% more damage you take, or like you sprint slower, or like while your health's low you get like reduced damage, and while your health's low you get reduced defense. Like it's fine. I'm gonna be shielded the entire fight. And because I'm using like Noelle as the second shield character, I have like Zhongli plus her shield, which like nothing's gonna break through that. And then when I need to heal a character up, I just spin with like Noelle. And because I got like those bonuses where like you ult, you get like extra damage and stuff. Like that's just buffing Noelle anyway. So like even if the boss is like hitting me with like literally like all their like attacks, they're not gonna get through, which is really fun. I mean, for me, yes, not for them. Give me a. Ooh.
Let's dance.
One with my plan.
Nice. I was actually checking, you know, the new Claymore that's coming out?
New Claymore?
Yeah, the next weapon banner. It's actually designed for like the new like cryo character. But it's also really good for Razor. It's gonna be like his best like melee weapon besides Wolves.
The new one, the new bests then.
Well, it's gonna for him in particular, yes, because it's the first 5-star that's got physical damage bonus. And like for him in particular, it's really good. For like other characters, it's garbage. Like that Claymore will not be usable on like Chongyun. It can't be used on like I guess Beidou. It can't really be used on well. It like it's very few characters, but the characters who can use it are like the Guitar Girl, Xinyan, Razor in particular. Like Razor, it looks very. in the new character. It actually can't be used on Diluc, which is interesting. Because Diluc converts his attacks to pyro, so he loses the actual bonus from the weapon. But you know the bow that they just added, which is like Venti's bow?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like that, but a little bit different. So how it works is that it gives physical bonus, which is very nice. It gives you a 20% attack bonus, which is like, that's like the free passive. And then its actual passive is like after hitting an enemy, like I think it's 5 times.
We're
you
ending
get
stream,
an extra
everybody.
attack speed
Sorry
up.
about today. It was a
Just
bit
like that.
random with the guests.
So it's not like, oh my god, this is the most
Gonna find
powerful
somebody to
two-handed
host,
in the
maybe.
entire game.
But thank you for joining me. We'll
But
be
like
back
for Razor, when his
tomorrow.
ult is down, it's quite nice. You know, he attacks really slow.